Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive. We're going to be tackling something today that can seem pretty complex at first glance, cryptocurrency.
Yeah, it can seem that way.
But don't worry though, because we're focusing on one specific piece of the crypto world, um, and that's the super token. We're going to break it down in a way that even if you're totally new to this stuff, you can understand.
That's right. Think of it this way. The world of crypto can feel like this giant, complicated machine.
Hmm,
Super token is like one of the key gears that make that whole thing run smoothly.
I like that analogy. So before we get into what super token does, let's talk about where it exists,
hmm
and that's the super blockchain. Could you give us like a quick rundown on what that is?
Absolutely. Super blockchain is like this super fast, super efficient digital highway where all sorts of transactions and activities can happen. One of the things that make it so special is the speed. We're talking about being able to process something like 500,000 transactions per second with almost instant confirmation. To put that into perspective, imagine sending money to a friend and it arrives even before you click send.
Wow, that's way faster than anything I'm used to with traditional banking. How does this incredible speed actually work? What's the secret sauce?
Supra uses a unique consensus mechanism. That's basically the way that the network agrees on which transactions are valid, and they've designed it from the ground up for speed and scalability. They've also built in all sorts of useful tools for developers right into the core of the blockchain. Things like oracles, which provide real-time data to applications and tools for seamless communication between different blockchains.
Okay, so this super blockchain sounds pretty impressive, but let's get back to the super token. How does the token fit into this whole picture?
It's actually pretty simple. Super token is the fuel that powers all of the activity on the super blockchain. It's the currency that people use to pay for transactions, access data, and even participate in the governance of the network.
So if I want to do anything on the super blockchain, I need super tokens.
Exactly. Think of it like this. You wouldn't try to drive a car without gas, right?
Right,
Super token is the gas that keeps that super ecosystem running.
got it. Now, I know a lot of people are curious about making money in the crypto world. What are some of the ways that people can use super token to potentially earn rewards?
One of the most popular ways is through staking.
Okay.
It's a bit like becoming a mini security guard for the network.
Mm-hmm.
You essentially lock up some of your super tokens to help validate transactions and keep everything running securely. In return for providing that service, you earn rewards.
Okay, so I'm contributing to the security of the network and earning rewards. I see why people are excited about that. What if I'm not ready to lock up my tokens for staking? Are there other ways to use super token?
Absolutely. Remember how I mentioned that super tokens are used to pay for transactions on the blockchain? Every time someone sends tokens, interacts with a decentralized application, or accesses data, they need to pay a small fee in super token. This fee is called gas.
So it's like paying a tiny toll to use this super fast digital highway.
Exactly. And because there's so much activity happening on the super blockchain, there's a constant demand for super token to pay these gas fees.
That makes sense. So it's not just about buying and holding. The token has a real purpose within the ecosystem.
Right. And the more that ecosystem grows and the more people that use it, the more demand there could be for super token.
Now, this is where things get really interesting for me. I love the idea of being able to directly access real-time data. How does super token play a role in that?
Well, one of the cool features of Super is its built-in Oracle system.
Okay.
This Oracle acts like a secure data feed, bringing real-world information onto the blockchain. And you guessed it, you need Super tokens to access this valuable data.
So if I'm building an app that needs up-to-the-minute information like stock prices or weather data, I can use super tokens to get that information directly from the super oracle.
Precisely. It's like having a direct pipeline to a trusted source of real-world data, which opens up a whole world of possibilities for developers.
Okay, I'm already starting to see how versatile this super token is, but I'm curious, is it limited to just the super blockchain, or can it be used in other ways?
That's a great question, and it leads us to one of the most exciting aspects of Super Token, its potential for cross-ecosystem services. Supra isn't just focused on its own blockchain. It's designed to provide services like its Oracle system to other blockchains as well. And guess what? Those services are paid for with Super Tokens.
So even people using other blockchains might need super tokens to access these services.
That's right. It's like being a universal key that unlocks valuable services across multiple blockchain ecosystems. This creates demand for Super Token from a much wider audience.
Wow, this is fascinating stuff. We've covered a lot of ground already, from the blazing fast super blockchain to the versatile super token and its many uses. I'm already feeling like I have a much better grasp on this whole concept.
I'm glad to hear that.
But we're just getting started. There's a whole lot more to explore about super token, including how it can be used to shape the future of the network itself through governance.
Governance.
Now, that sounds intriguing, but I think we'll save that conversation for the next part of our deep dive.
Welcome back to our deep dive on Super Token. I hope you're ready for
I
more.
know I am. Before the break, you hinted at something called governance.
Right.
What exactly does that mean in the world of Supra, and how does Super Token play a role?
Well, it's all about having a voice in the future of Super.
Okay.
Imagine a town where everybody gets to vote on important decisions that affect the entire community.
Mm-hmm.
That's the basic idea behind blockchain governance.
So instead of a mayor or a city council making all the calls, it's the people who hold the token that get to decide.
Exactly. Super token holders have the power to propose changes to the network and vote on proposals put forward by others. The more tokens you hold, the more voting power you have. It's a way to ensure that the Super ecosystem is truly community-driven.
That's pretty cool. It gives a whole new meaning to the idea of like investing in something. You're not just hoping that the price goes up, you're actively shaping the future of the project.
That's one of the really unique aspects of blockchain technology. So as a token holder, you could have a say in things like transaction fees, new features being added to the blockchain, or even how the network is upgraded over time.
So if I believe in the future of Supra, holding the token isn't just a passive investment. It's a way to be a part of the decision-making process. Now, I want to circle back to something we talked about earlier, Proof of Efficient Liquidity, or PEL. You made it sound pretty revolutionary.
Well, in the world of crypto, you often have to choose between staking your tokens for security and rewards or providing liquidity to decentralized finance applications.
Right, you explained that it's like choosing between being a security guard or a market maker.
Exactly. PoEL aims to change that. It's all about creating a system where you can do both at the same time with the same tokens.
So I could earn staking rewards for helping to secure the network and at the same time provide liquidity and earn rewards from that as well. Sign me up.
Yeah, it's a pretty exciting development, and it highlights how Super is always looking for ways to maximize the utility of its token and give users more options.
It definitely makes holding Super Token even more appealing. But let's step back for a moment and talk about the bigger picture. We've talked about all the technical aspects of Super Token, but I'm curious about its potential impact on the real world. What kind of problems could Supra help solve?
That's the question that really gets me excited. One area where Super could have a huge impact is supply chain management. Imagine being able to track a product's journey from the farm to your table with every step recorded securely and transparently on the Supra blockchain. This would help ensure product authenticity, prevent counterfeiting, and even promote ethical sourcing.
That would be incredibly valuable, especially for industries like food pharmaceuticals or luxury goods where trust and transparency are paramount.
Absolutely. And because Supra is so fast and efficient, it could handle the massive amounts of data generated by complex supply chains. But it doesn't stop there. Another area where Supra could make a difference is in secure and transparent voting systems.
Okay?
With its immutability and resistance to tampering, Supra could help restore trust in democratic processes.
Wow, that's a powerful application. In a world where election integrity is constantly being questioned, a system built on a blockchain like Supra could be game-changing.
And these are just a couple of examples. Supra's potential applications are vast and varied, from decentralized finance and data management to gaming and identity verification. The possibilities are truly exciting.
It really does feel like we're on the cusp of a technological revolution. Supra, with its speed, versatility, and focus on real-world applications, is positioned to be a major player in this new landscape.
I completely agree. Supra has the potential to disrupt industries and solve complex problems in ways we can only imagine right now.
I feel like we could talk about this for hours, but I think it's time for a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap up our deep dive into Supra Token with some key takeaways and some final thoughts to ponder. Welcome back to the deep dive. We've been exploring this exciting world of Supra Token, and I have to say, I'm really impressed with what we've uncovered.
Yeah, it's definitely been a journey of discovery. We've gone from understanding the basics to its potential to impact different industries and even change the way we think about things like voting and supply chains.
Exactly. So before we wrap things up, let's just take a moment to recap some of the key takeaways from our deep dive here. For those of you listening who might be new to crypto, what are the main points to walk away with?
Well, I think the most important thing is that Super Token, it's more than just a digital currency. It's the driving force behind this powerful and versatile blockchain ecosystem.
It's not just about speculation or trading. It has real utility within the Supra ecosystem and even beyond.
Exactly. We talked about how Super Token can be used for staking to secure the network and earn rewards, and it's also used to pay for transactions and access valuable real-time data from Supra's native oracle. And we can't forget about that groundbreaking concept of Proof of Efficient Liquidity, or PoEL.
Right, which would allow users to earn rewards from both staking and liquidity provision at the same time. It's amazing how Supra is always pushing the boundaries of what's possible with blockchain technology.
Absolutely. And we touched on just a few of those potential real-world applications of Supra, from revolutionizing supply chain management to building more secure and transparent voting systems.
It's clear that Supra has that potential to disrupt industries and solve some complex problems in ways that we might not even be able to imagine yet.
Yeah, that's the beauty of this technology. We're still in those early stages, and the possibilities really are limitless.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave our listeners a thought to ponder. We've explored the what and the how of Super Token, but the most exciting question is what role will you play in the Super ecosystem?
Will you become a staker, contributing to the security and stability of that network?
Will you explore the world of decentralized applications and discover new and innovative ways to use Super Tokens?
Or will you become an active participant in governance shaping the future of Supra through your voting power?
The choice is yours. Super offers a world of possibilities, and we encourage you to dive in and explore and discover what excites you most.
Yeah, it's an exciting time to be part of the blockchain revolution, and Supra is at the forefront of innovation.
Well said. And with that, we've reached the end of our deep dive into the Super Token. We hope you enjoyed the journey and that you feel empowered to explore this fascinating world further.
Thanks for joining us.